with it. All right, so the very first advanced equation. Now, this is very long, it's very nasty, and it's very monstrous. If you don't keep track of all of your terms very carefully, and if you don't watch your signs very carefully, this is going to be a huge train wreck for you. Now, the very first thing I'm going to do is all my distributing. I have 4 places where I can distribute. So I'm going to do them just very carefully, one at a time. I'm going to do 5 times x. Then I'm going to do 5 times -2. 5 times 2 is 10, and it's negative. Now that's done. So now I move on. -2 times x, same thing. Just times it. Then you're going to do negative times a negative, which is plus. 2 times 1 is 2. Left side is done. I'm going to stop. I'm not going to mess with it anymore. Now I'm going to go to this side. I'm going to do 2 times x. And then I'm going to do 2 times 6. It's positive and positive, so it's positive. 2 times 6 is 12. Now I'm going to do -4 times x. This is what you got to do one at a time. And then a negative times a positive, -4 times +1 is -4. And then what do I do with the last guys? You don't do anything with the last guys. They go along for the ride. A positive 3x and a -10. Now, one side at a time, I'm going to take these dudes over here and combine them all together. So again, this is all about the like term battle. I have x terms, and I have number terms. So I got to put them together. So I have 5 x's, take away 2 x's, which gives me 3 x's. I have a -10 plus 2. You owe me 10, but you pay me 2. You still owe me 8. That's my left side combined. You must put together the like terms. You do not, at this step, start eliminating from one side to the other side. As soon as you do that, I stop grading it. I will just mark it wrong. Okay, so you have to combine them first. Now I'm going to go to the other side. I have a bunch of x's on this side. I have that, I have that, and I have that. I have a 2x and a -4x and a positive 3x. So let's see, I have 2 x's and 3 x's, which makes 5x. This is my little side work, right? Positive, +2, +3, +5, and then take away 4x. I mean, you can do this in your head, but I'm just showing you. So altogether, I just get 1x, right? 5 take away 4. You don't have to put the 1 in the front. You can if you feel like it. There's no reason not to. So let's see, +12, -4, -10. I got to put all those numbers together. So I have a +12. I lose 4 and I lose 10. That means I lost 14. That's a -2, right? You had $12, you spent 14. So you're down 2. This is where we were last time. This is what we did in the first lesson. This is a basic equation. 1 letter on the left, 1 on the right. 1 number on the left, 1 on the right. You started off with this big, long, nasty ass thing, but it will always end up where we were on the first day when I taught it to you. So what do we do now? Letter on the left, number on the right. I want to do the number first. I have to do the opposite of subtracting 8, which is adding 8. So I eliminate it from the left. But whatever I do to the left, I have to do to the right. This is what some of you were neglecting. So I get 3x alone, and I have x, +8 take away 2 is +6. Now I need to eliminate this dude from that side. That's a 1. So I'm going to subtract 1x from that side and eliminate this dude. 3 x's take away 1x is 2x, equal 6. Divide both sides by 2. 2's cross out and give you a 1. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Should you attempt to check this? No. Don't you even dare to try to. You'd have to put a 3 here, 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 and multiply it all out and see if it works. And trust me, it will. But don't check this. Okay? This is too monstrous to try to check. So distribute. Boom. Right? Get rid of all the parentheses by distributing. Collect all of the like terms on the left. Collect all of the like terms on the right. Once you have put them together, you get here. And then you do the eliminating from the left to the right, and then you solve. Okay, so I'm going to run through a basic example now, pointing out all of the mistakes. So here's the first mistake that I see. People will write the equation, and there. Now, I have a big problem with this. Now, I know exactly what this person did, but all of a sudden there's a +3 there. And it's like, where the fuck did this +3 come from? And this is important. Now, is this a mistake per se, or is this just a lack of showing the work correctly? Well, you know what, that's subjective. This isn't exactly a mistake, but this is not showing your work correctly. So this, just showing me that, or just showing me that, is not going to work. So how you avoid that mistake? Again, you want to eliminate this -3 by putting a +3. I must see this. I don't know how much more clear I can make this because some of you weren't doing it. This needs to be eliminated from this side. I have to see this eliminated. I need to see that you understand the opposite of -3 is adding 3. And then I need to see that you understand this is a scale. This is a balanced scale, and you just added 3 to the left side of the scale. So you must add 3 to the right side of the scale to maintain the balance. This is the step I have to see. So that was the first mistake. And again, is it a real mistake? No, it's just that you're not showing me work correctly. And you're graded based on the work you show me. Now, -11 + 3 is -8. Here's the second mistake I see. Now I'll let you stare at it for a second. What's missing here? I mean, okay, I get that you want to eliminate, and this is good. You're trying to do the same thing to both sides. You're trying to eliminate this dude. The problem is, this is not 5. This is 5x. Now, some people put the x here, and then they didn't put the x here. You have to be really careful when you write this. So this one is a flat out mistake. This is wrong. You are not subtracting 5. You're subtracting 5x from both sides. You're subtracting 5x from here so that you can eliminate that dude from the right. And then you're subtracting 5x from the other side to keep the balance in the equation. That's why you do the same thing for both sides. So here you end up with 2x. And then on that side, you have -8. Now, here's the final wonderful mistake I see. People understand that they have to divide, but then they do this. Now, the thing is, 2 divided by 2 is 1, but you have x divided by x. Now, I'm pretty sure that x divided by x is also 1. So you just crossed out the letter that you're solving for. If you divide 2x by 2x, you get 1. You're dividing something by itself. Anything divided by itself is 1. Hello. So where the letter go? How are you solving for x if you just crossed it out? You can't divide by the letter that you are solving for. So the proper thing to do is to only divide by the number that is in front of that letter. Now, quite a few of you did that move. So you have to be really careful. You don't divide by the letter. When you are subtracting the letter from one side to the other, you have to make sure that the letter is there. You have to show the elimination of the numbers from both sides. You have to show all of this work, or else you are going to lose points. Is the answer important? Sure, the answer is important. But look at how much work was involved in getting to this answer. All of this work is worth points. This is what I grade. I grade what you do here. I almost don't even care about that. I mean, obviously I care, but all of the work leading up to that answer is where you get all of your points.